Oh my God, you guys, I already had a reaction planned for today, but I woke up and everyone's going on about the Ordinary main trailer release. So I was like, yes, okay, we're adding it to the watch list for today. So I'm very, very excited. But before we get in, I just need to quickly talk about something. So I had a comment yesterday that was written really nice. And it was pretty much saying, if you don't mind, I would really love it if you didn't talk about other groups when reacting to a specific group. Feel free to take this on board. Feel free to ignore it. Love your reactions anyway. Like, it was written so lovely. And when I first read it, I was like, oh, like, why does it matter if I talk about other groups when I'm reacting to a certain group? For example, I was reacting to ATs, and in the video, I started talking about how I'm absolutely loving my journey, like, of discovering ATs, of discovering Stray Kids. Like, I never knew I could love a group like I did with BTS and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, why does that matter? But then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? When we get into these groups, right? We get into these groups and create a connection that's like your family, whether it's the stay, community itself, whether it's the connection that we grow with the members. Like, it's not just like liking a group. Like, you like this group with your whole heart. And this is why people get so defensive. And this is how fan wars are started. Fan wars aren't started because someone just wants to be toxic for no reason. Fan wars are started because we have such a passion and love for these guys that we will do anything to protect them and anything to stand up for them. And we get defensive and we get angry because we've been with them from, like, we've seen what they've gone through, and it's like when someone attacks them or says something bad about them, it's like they're saying it to a family member. If your family member is getting attacked, you defend. No matter who it is, no matter who's in the right, who's in the wrong, you defend. And you are there for that person, And it's the same thing with these groups. Like, we love them with our whole heart, and so we defend, and it can become toxic. And I don't entice or like fan wars, but I know why they begin. Now, I didn't know that there was quite a lot of fan wars going on between a few of the groups. I don't know these things. And some of the things, like when I bring up other groups in certain group reactions, like, I didn't realize that it can be kind of triggering to some people. So for some of you, I'm sure it's totally fine, but there are people who don't stand other groups, and that for them can be quite triggering and quite frustrating. So I kind of reflected on it and thought, like, okay, I definitely need to be more mindful. Like, I will do my best, but I still want to be as natural as possible. So if I happen to do it, I really am not meaning to do it in any way that's supposed to be triggering. And I do apologize if anything I've ever said triggers you, and I'll definitely be careful with my words in terms of that. It's just I get so excited and passionate, and I just word vomit everywhere, But I just wanted to bring that up because even though for a lot of you it might be fine, in this channel, I just want people to be able to watch and feel relaxed and feel chill and just enjoy the ride, And if I start saying things that triggers someone, like, I don't want someone to have that experience, because I'm here just for fun and just to really enjoy getting to know these people. And yeah, I don't really need to bring other groups into a certain group reaction, and I didn't think about that, and I do apologize. But now that we've got that out of the way, Ordinary. You guys know how much I loved the trailer. You filled me in on everything with what a trailer means. I know it is not a teaser, so I cannot wait for the teaser, but I need your help because last night I started creating a spreadsheet for what I need to cover with Stray Kids, and I don't know where to start because I want to know their old stuff, and I want to know their new stuff, and I want to know the in-between stuff, and I want to know their B-side stuff, and I want to know their skits player stuff, Stray Kids player stuff. But like, I want to be as up-to-date as I can for the new comeback, right? March 18th. So what do I need to do? I'll be doing everything eventually, but like, we've only got a couple of weeks. It's like, what, 28th of February, what should I focus on to be like as ready as I can be for this new comeback? I don't know where to start. Like, can you guys please give me some ideas, because I'm confused and lost. But anyways, all right. So this ordinary. So from the last one, I'm going to just read. So Kat, one of my followers, she said that the most popular theory with Ordinary right now is that Felix is the only one not evil in the universe because of the lyrics in Christmas Evil, which was, I can feel the evil coming, but Felix never bad. And he always plays this role in MVs where he's either controlling the timeline or he's the only one who can like truly see what's happening. So yeah, let me know your theories down below. I have read into, I was on Reddit the other day, reading into some of the theories of the actual trailer and what they kind of picked up. So it's just really cool. Like, I think it's so fun that not only can you enjoy the music, not only can you enjoy the dance, not only can you enjoy the performance, not only can you enjoy the costumes, the makeup, the personalities, but you have this epic storyline that you can just get lost in as well. And not just a storyline, like the storyline's not really given to you at the forefront. It's like, here's clues, put it together yourself and figure it out. You know, like it's so cool. So we're diving in. I've got quite a lot of things to get through today, so I hope you enjoy this reaction. As always, my reactions are never short, which sometimes I think, should I do shorter reactions? But like, I can't stop when I start, so I'm sorry. You guys don't have to watch it all, obviously. Let's get into it. I'm beyond excited. You have no idea. All right. Why do I have tears in my eyes? What did I just watch?
A voiceover artist.
Oh
It's never
my
been easier.
God. Can we watch that again? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I know that there's probably like a million clues that are in this film clip, trailer. I have zero clue what any of the clues will be because I've obviously I don't know much about their storyline yet because I'm just a new stay. But like, regardless of whether you follow along with the storyline or you're new or you don't follow along with the storyline, this is the most epic thing I've ever seen in my life. Seems like so far, Hyunjin seems like he's scared of the most. And like, side note, like Hyunjin looks amazing in his red hair. Like, I don't know anything. I just need to watch that again. The anxious clicking. The lock. Smiley face gone. That look. Clocks. What does this say? I can't read upside down. 지금부터 8분. Okay. That hat though. Eye drops. Camera. Who is that? I don't know. Who is that? Is that Sungmin? As a baby? Is there anything about time, like going back in time in this? Because in the first trailer, when everyone was walking forward, he was walking backwards. Like he was walking forward, but everyone was walking in this direction. He was going in that direction. And then there's like a whole lot of clocks going on. Just throwing out ideas. Missing people. So are his like his members missing and he's trying to find them and he finds them but they're not who we thought they were? And he's scared of them but he's not running away? Ugh. Hyunjin. Just before he gets into it, it's separate from what the theories we're trying to figure out is, but the acting that Lee No does in this, his facials are so good. Wait, what? Does it say free me? Wait, I can't read it. Oh, free hug? Wait, let me turn the... Wait. Free hug. This is so creepy. Do you want to be ordinary? The lock again? What did he say? Anyone lip read? Korean? Hunting's acting in this. And he just jumps after him? Are they turning him evil? That's amazing. Oh my god. Beautiful. See, like now he's like part of them. I mean, he's always a part of them, but like, yeah, like now he's evil. Oh my god. I can't. This is so exciting. We're not watching it 3 times. Well, we can. All right. Drop your theories down below, people. Tell me what you think. I have no clue. I just started saying random things. I'm like, okay, let's just like mention things that are like popping up that might have something to do with it. All right, we are going to move on now because we are going to watch the 2020 Mama Stray Kids victory song. So I was doing a little bit of research and what did I find on this? So someone commented to do this, but they were saying that, I don't know, they were like talking about how they showed them for what they went through or something. And I was like, what are they talking about? So they performed a B-side track that was released 1.5 years ago, had to prepare fast, had one of the shortest screen times while most groups performed 2 songs, came to promote Kingdom with no nomination or any awards, also the only 4th generation on that list. So I don't know what the struggle was, what the issue was. I think because they had like released a God's Menu and Backdoor or something, but they had no nominations even though it did so good or something. I don't know. You guys tell me, but we're going to watch it. Hopefully it won't get blocked. If it's fully blurred, it means it was blocked. Apologies. All right, let's do it.
Prepare for glory!
Oh my god. Yes, Jen.
Listen to this, Caesar.
Oh, I reacted to this song the other day. Oh, of course I did. I forgot. Oh my god. Whoa, that was a big jump. Oh my god, the energy. I love his voice. Strut it, Sungmin.
Listen to this, Caesar.
Oh my god. Oh, Changbin. Is that Iron? One's Iron? Oh. I don't know what it is about horns, but I really like the sound. Oh my god. Sorry, Han, you need to wait.
Don't you know who we are? Don't you know who we are? You cannot defeat us. This is our kingdom. You can't kill us. Bring it on. 생각하는 이미 얘가 나고 불러도 날 거리고 내 반에 보이게 파도를 바꿔 굽어 감기랬다 뺏어 넌 꿈을 들여 새로운 역할을 쓰고 이분이가 우리 심판 그리고 킹덤.
I love them.
Listen to this.
Felix! Oh my god! Stray Kids! Sorry, I have to listen to Chan do that. That look, Hanjin. That strut, Hanjin. That cape throw, Hanjin. Oh my god.
Advertising.
Oh my god, that medieval theme suits them so much. That was epic. I just can't deal with live performances from them. Like, watching their Kingdom performances, I was just like, oh. They have the most amazing, like, strong stage presence, right? Like, they're just so amazing. So amazing. That was epic. So what's the go with this? Why were they hating? Someone let me know. I did ask, but I didn't get an answer back just yet. But whatever it was, they came there and they showed them what they're made of. That's for sure. Holy crap. Okay. We are going all the way back to their debut song, District 9. When I was thinking of songs to do, I was like, okay, I want to do something recent and I want to do something early. So we're going District 9 to see where it all began. I know Elevator was their pre-debut song, so I got told. And this is their debut song back in 2018. All right, let's do it.
Warning. Containment breach detected in sectors 4.
참 말들이 많어 what 헛소리만 늘어 잔소리나 욕짓거리는 제발 그만해 죽이 되든 밥이 되든 내가 알아서 할게 짜증난 나를 몰라 답답해 언제나 매일 고민 중 Answer me 그럼 해답을 줘봐 좀 시원한 대답 좀 못하면 제발 가서 써봐 please 여기는 우리 정글이지 이 안에서 우리를 데려 움직인 내 구역 District 9 싹 다 뒤집어 놔 다 뒤집어 놔
Rough.
시선 집어치워 back go 그건 잘못됐다 나는 나를 잘 모르는데 네가 나를 아는데 심하네
Get lost 여긴 우리 구역 Get out of here
느낌이 자리 없어
District 9
Oh my god. This is so Stray Kids. Who would have thought? They just have this ability to create these extremely unique sounds. And I literally was like, oh my God, this is like rock. And then they just like chucked this synth or whatever that sound is and turned it into this like electronic, like not dubstep, but like Stray Kids sound. Like straight away. The production, the way that they put their songs together, I've lost the word of it, whatever it's called, is just so unique. The arrangement.
Stray kids everywhere all around the world. 떠들지들 말고 여기로 찾아오렴. Stray kids everywhere all around the world. 점점 커져가는 그들의 발걸음 소리. 남들이 우리를 볼 때 문제 아들의 무리 그런 시선들을 바꾼다는 건 쉽지 않아 문제 풀이 풀리지 않는 거야. 편견들을 뿌리 죽일 수는 없지.
There's something about Iron's face.
그런 시선들을 바꾼다는 건 쉽지 않아 문제 풀이 풀리지 않는 거야.
What a cute little bean, you know? I feel like he's always smiling.
편견들을 뿌리 죽일 수는 없지. 우리가 누구인가를 증명하는 게 우리들의 임무지. 그들은 말해 너네 나랑 다르니까 여길 떠나줘. 근데 다르다는 말은 틀린 게 아니란 것만은 알아줘. 그 시기 받을 시기 우리 미친 작은 빛이 그게 비치는 디트릭 아홉으로 시작해. 끝은 아마 모두의 아지. 싹 다 뒤집어놔. 다 뒤집어놔.
Oh yeah.
긍정적인 시선 집어치워 back up. 걔가 잘못됐어.
Who was that? Oh wait, no, that's him. Wait, who is that? Who's that? Is that Hyunjin? Oh my goodness. Oh, it looks exactly the same. Oh, what the hell? How do they match rock and this sound? Why am I forgetting words today? It's only 8:13 and I'm just finishing my coffee. Like this electronic, what's it even called? There's like a word for it. But anyway, and rock, like it's so good.
Cold up to freeze. Ay, 땀을 젖은 채. Ay.
그러니 제발 립 다물고 모두 shit 진짜 내 모습이 무엇인지 찾는 중이야
What has singing before? He's singing before.
결국엔 네 그려진 표정 앞에 광대 놓자 우리 누리 공간을 지켜 싹 다 뒤집어놔 다 뒤집어놔 부정적인 시선 집어치워 back up 그건 잘못됐다
여긴 우리 구역 Get out of here
느낌이 자리는 없어
The street line
Better watch out Better watch out
위험하니까
Better watch out
That's singing.
우리 구역 District 9
I'm struggling to tell who's who. Like, I feel like nowadays, like, I can tell who is who when it comes to, like I always know now Chen, Felix, Changbin, and Han, and I feel like Sungmin. But when it comes to, and Ian maybe, but when it comes to Hyunjin, he looks different to me with different hairstyles. So, and Lino I can tell, but yeah, I don't know. I think it was Hyunjin I was stopped on. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Sungmin. I don't know. I'm sorry. Are you yelling at me in the screen right now? Yeah, that was so cool. All right, we're going to watch the dance practice to that. By the way, I know that extra member is in here, but it's still, that's fine. It is what it is. The foot sounds are so satisfying. Oh my god, whoever the two are down on the ground? I can't really tell because they've got hats on, but watch how quickly they change from like they're on one foot, one knee, they go to the other foot and the other knee. So smooth. Oh my god. Sorry. So satisfying. So easy and so satisfying. Oh, these position changes are so clean. Even just like how they go doom hit like that, like it's so clean. Yeah, hit. Love this bit down to the ground. You better watch out. I think that's my favorite line. Oh my god. See, like, debut song, debut dance.
Good. Yeah.
And they're like, they just, from the get-go, like, had the energy, had the power, had the stage presence, had the moves. They've got a very strong, powerful, and clean dance style, which is really enjoyable to watch. And it's also really enjoyable to watch because, like, watching that and then watching, like, in recent years, like Hyunjin's Artist of the Month, not Artist of the Month, Play with Fire, like, just the duality and like range of not just singing abilities but like dancing abilities that they have, like Hyunjin's like more contemporary hip hop style, so beautiful, so beautiful. All right, so we are getting into Stray Kids, Bangchan's 인정하기 싫어. So I'm just going to quickly do, I thought they might have lyrics on it. I didn't even check beforehand if I had lyrics. So let me just bring it up. So it's, I don't want to admit it, but it's like shit always like hate. So like I hate to admit it. What am I doing? Lyrics. I don't even know what I'm doing. So I know when I reacted to, what did I do the other day? I reacted to something that Changbin did that I really liked. Sorry, there's so many things that I've done. I can't remember the names of it all. Here, if I have a look here. Streetlight. A couple of you sent me a better translation. So if there's a better translation from what I'm about to read, then just let me know. Okay, where are we? English translation. Okay. I don't want to admit it. I still miss you. How could I forget? I promised. I don't want to admit it. It's hard to understand. How could I forget the day you lied to me? Don't go anywhere. Stay with me. It's too late to tell. I've been picturing you in my dreams. It changed before I knew it. You never know. You can come back. You don't have to say it. You did last time. I don't think it's a good idea. You were the one that made it fall. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I want to give up. I don't know. I can't give up on you. I'll wait a little longer. I've been doing that all this time. Wah. Wah. I don't want to admit it. I still miss you. How could I forget? I promised. I don't want to admit it. It's hard to understand. How could I forget the day you lied to me? I don't want to admit it. I still miss you. How could I forget? I promised. I don't want to admit it. It's hard to understand. How could I forget the day you lied to me? Da 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 da. All night long, I can't stop thinking about you. Da 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 da. Just stay with me. I don't want to admit it. I still miss you. How could I forget? I don't want to admit it. It's hard to understand. I might as well forget. Okay. Let me just... actually, I did some Googling on this and I couldn't find the meaning. So if you could tell me, I don't know when he released this, but like, is he potentially talking about Woojin? Maybe not. Probably not. All right, you guys let me know in the comments. The most remarkable thing about this song is that a single piano key that played all throughout, like a beating heart surrendering to pain and regret. Function is a real musical genius. He says he wants to be perfect, doesn't know how he's authentic. Blah, 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 blah. Amazing. All right, so yeah, let me know what it's about. Because, yeah. What is he talking about? When was this written, actually? Because if this is written in, okay. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm being so annoying. Let me know what it's about. When was it written? When did he release it? Has it got something to do with like not being able to see stays throughout COVID? Has it got something to do with a person? Has it got something to do like saying I still miss you and whatnot? Maybe he's not talking about a relationship, but talking about something else. But I did some searching and I couldn't seem to find like the meaning behind it. I mean, like it can be interpreted in so many different ways, and a lot of the time artists release songs to be interpreted in whatever way you want to interpret it. But it obviously has a special meaning for them. So if you guys have any theories or if Chan has spoken about it, then let me know. All right. I should do like more searching beforehand and not on the thing, but like I do search beforehand. But yeah, I did my best.
인정하기 싫어 아직도 그리워 How could I forget 약속했는데 인정하기 싫어 이해하기 힘들어 How could I forget the day you lied to me 어디 가지 말고 곁에 있어줘 말해봤자 이미 너무 늦었어 꿈에서도 그려왔던 너 어느새 변해버렸지 뭐 혹시 몰라 돌아올 수 있다고 말해 뭐해 저번에도 그랬어 내가 볼 땐 이미 글렀어 무너지게 한 건 너였어 yeah. 솔직히 말할게 포기하고픈데 I don't know I can't give up on you 좀 더 기다릴게
아직도 그리워. How could I forget? 약속했는데 인정하기 싫어. 이해하기 힘들어. How could I forget the day you lied to me? 인정하기 싫어. 아직도 그리워. How could I forget? 약속했는데 인정하기 싫어. 이해하기 힘들어. How could I forget the day you lied to me? 밤새면 난 I can't stop thinking about you. Just stay with me. 인정하기 싫어. 아직도 그리워. How could I forget? 인정하기 싫어. 이해하기 힘들어. I might as well forget.
Oh, that was very beautiful. Just need a second. Okay, that was absolutely beautiful, beautifully sung with a lot of emotion, with a very, very simple arrangement in the background. The focus was to be on the lyrics and his voice and not the production in terms of like crazy beat instruments. Very stripped back, very raw, very beautiful lyrics. I could understand everything that was written in the lyrics as it was going by, and it really hit me. Yeah, I could just kind of like feel the authenticity in his voice when he was singing that. So I've said it like a million times in videos, but like I really have so much respect for Chan and like everything that he's gone through as a person, as an idol, as a leader. Like I just like thinking about him hurting is really painful to think about, you know what I mean? Like, which is such a funny thing to say, but like in such a short time, but even before like really getting into Stray Kids, I always had a deep like respect for him, and I said that like I've always kind of watched clips of him and just thought, what a guy, like what an amazing person. Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful, and I am hating the fact that it's a part of Skiz record because I want to add that to my playlist, so hopefully it gets released in the album. Pangchan. What a beautiful song. What a beautiful voice. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I got sad by that, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. Just need a second. Okay. We're going to do Secret Secret. 말할 수 있는 비밀. So yes, Han wrote this one. I'm pretty sure Han wrote this one to talk about. Let's do a quick Han Secret Secret meaning. So I love when there's just an easy. Where is it? Secret Secret is one of the songs from this latest, from the last Stray Kids album, No Easy. It's written by Han alone, and he worked in the production with the same producer who worked with the groups like Red Velvet, Different, blah, blah, blah. So you can imagine this, blah, 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 blah. The lyrics are my favorite part of the song. Han said he would make a live after the release, explaining the details. The songs are expressing Han's different fears, loneliness, mental health, his need to self-isolate so he can avoid dealing with struggles and conflicts of daily life, with a confronting and positive message that everything is going to be okay, not only for seeing himself he's an introvert, but for dealing with an anxiety disorder that he's trying to work on little by little. Secret Seeker is walking through the same path. You guys told me that the song that I reacted to, which was, I'm so sorry, I keep forgetting the title of song, Silent Cry, it's just a theory, but was like almost like an answer to Secret for Han, like telling him, lean on us and all of that. The name of the song is self-explanatory. It's about secrets, the type of secrets you don't share for being afraid of judgment. But as much as you can run away from other people, you can't from your own judgment stuck inside your head. The fear of someone finding out and the imaginary scenarios of how they would react if they find out. Keeping distressful secrets increase the feeling of loneliness because you unconsciously think that you can count on no one and no one would understand you. It'll be okay if you walk around busy, like the ground hardens after the rain and flowers bloom again. Felix and Hanjin saying, reminds me when Han said he uses his work as a valve escape to deal with his personal problems. That's one of the reasons why he's so productive, and I feel it's a message he wants to give. All right, so we're diving into another emotional song, but I am excited to see it. I think it's very important for these guys to use music as their outlet. I think it's probably very self-soothing for them and a release. So hopefully this was able to help him in some way. So let's dive into it. Oh my God, the image is so beautiful.
아무 말도 못해 넌 그저 내 입가에 맴돌아 가끔씩 난 두려워져 누군가 알아챌까 빗소리에 더 크게 외쳐본다 내 말들이 모두 묻혀질까봐
I love his voice.
하늘이 점점 흐려져 간다 축 처진 어깨 젖어버린 옷 시끄럽던 음악 소리마저 작게 만들려 답답했던 내 목소리를 다 입위에 흘려보내고 싶어 꺼내본다 내려오는 빗물에 모든 걱정들 다 펼쳐내 이런 내 모습 속으로 젖어들지 않게 Baby it's falling 빛의 한 방울까지 눈을 얼굴로 떠나보네 손끝에 맺힌 마지막까지 모두 다 괜찮은 척하는데도 외로워 홀로 다른 곳을 바라보며 나의 고민을 수없이 지웠다 그리는 걸 반복해봤자 달라지는 건 없어 뭐 언젠간 익숙해지겠지 이런 느낌조차 잊은 채로 살아가겠지 바쁘게 걸어가다 보면 괜찮아지겠지 비온 뒤에 땅이 걷고 다시금 꽃이 피듯이 축 처진 어깨 젖어버린 옷 시끄럽던 음악 소리마저 작게 만들려 답답했던 내 목소리를 다 입이
Sorry, I'm loving the lower harmony and high harmony that Chan and Felix are doing.
축 처진 어깨 젖어버린 옷 시끄럽던 음악 소리마저 작게 만들려 답답했던 내 목소리를 다 이 비에 흘려보내고 싶어 꺼내보다 내려오는 빗물에 모든 걱정들을 다 떨쳐내 그런 내 모습 속으로 더 깊이 젖어들지 않게
Wow, they all really can sing. Like, you forget, well, you probably don't forget, but like, I just forget, like, every single one of them can sing.
점점 더 지쳐간다 세상에 혼자 남겨진 기분이야 난 이 맘조차 속이며 잘 지낼
hair.
손끝에 맺힌 마지막까지 모두 다.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was so beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, those lyrics. I'm getting more and more exhausted. It feels like I'm alone in this world. Will I be able to hide even this feeling and still be okay? Interesting. The fact that Secret, a song about fighting mental health, is a video formatted to fit on a phone screen, so it feels like they're speaking to you personally. It feels unreal. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of relate a little bit. I can't relate, but I can relate in the sense of like, I'm similar, like in the sense of like, I don't share my own worries a lot with other people. I kind of like don't want to burden people. And I guess like exactly what it said in when we were searching, like you create a story in your head of like, if you were like to open up, like of how it would go and just being a burden. So like you kind of keep it all to yourself, and it's like a lonely road, and it's hard to keep your burdens to yourself, but it's hard to open up as well. And so I'm very bright and bubbly to everyone, and no one would ever know if I had any issues, but we all do. We all struggle. So really beautifully written, Han, really beautifully written. All right. We are moving on to Stray Kids' Cheese video. As I was saying at the beginning, like, oh, sorry, I just need to like get ready for this one because there's a lot of emotion going through me. Yeah, so as I was like going, okay, the Ordinary album, I'm guessing it's going to be called Ordinary or something, or that might be a title track, whatever. As that is going to come out, I should listen to their recent stuff. So this is their most recent release, I think. Well, it's one of them. It's in the No Easy album. So yeah, we are going to get into that now. I hope this is upbeat. Otherwise I'll cry.
머리가 아픈 게 웃겨 애교 감성이 웃겨 옷차림 헤어스타일 맨 폼나지 웹보인 외긴 취급은 익숙해 난 뻔뻔하지 Funny 날 보고서 다면 더 빵빵 터지게 해줄게 딱 봐도 원투비 광대 다같이 붕붕 날아볼래 웃음기에 구두집 하면서 cheese 눈에 먹이면 분위기 freeze 개그 코트가 뭐 잘라 cheese I love what you hate me 좀 뭐라든 채 믿거든 난 thank you I love it 소리 대파 벌린다 검지 중지 약지 새끼 what 검지 중지 약지 새끼 접어 what 씹고 뜯고만 부대찌기 거면서 what's the matter 정색 말고 인상 좀 피자 like 반죽 머리가 아픈 게 웃겨
Sorry, what's the lyric? You find do funny. Are they referencing? Do. Is this a hate track? Like not a hate track, but like diss track? And like mori apada, like I've got a headache. Is this like all connected to like the shit that people give him? Okay, it's a diss track. My tongue shotgun loaded. My tongue shotgun loaded. Taliban. Louder. Oh God, tongue looks so good. I am obsessed with him. Just let me appreciate Lino.
머리가 아픈 게 웃겨 에이그 감성이 웃겨 비둘기까지가 웃겨 까마귀 소리가 웃겨 에이그 감성이 웃겨 Cheese Cheese 젠다 Cheese Parmesan Cheese Cheese 뚜뚜뚜뚜뚜 웃겨 머리가 아픈 게 웃겨 에이그 감성이 웃겨 Cheese
And it's so cute. Oh my god, that was amazing. Freaking say it louder. You know? Alright, hang on a second. Stray Kids. Cheese. Meaning. Let's just go to Cora. This is oh, get rid of that. Yeah, the line refers to the hate that one of their previous hit songs, God Menu, received. People were clowning the do line. That's like iconic. Following this to say isn't found me up a headache. I'm not sure if that's 100% accurate translation, but this was referring to the criticism surrounding their song Side Effects, which was hated on for being too noisy or just noise, no music. Hyunjin's line, our hairstyle, our fashion looks good to me. I just want to say that from everyone, Hyunjin's hair should not look good to anyone. It's legendary. Shouldn't not look good to anyone. Yes, jeez. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to check that it was an actual diss track. I mean, I don't need to check that, but if you guys have like a good explanation for it, I mean, I got the vibe. I got the especially when it was the do and 머리 아프다. I have a headache. Yeah, and No Easy album. Noisy. So is the whole album just a diss track? Because that would be amazing. All right, I want to watch the. What am I in? Cancel. Oh, what have I done? Yeah, discard. I don't know what I did then. It is a Stray Kids Cheese recording. I don't know where they got this from, but it's from the channel Iconic. So I just wanted to see how they recorded because I love watching behind the scenes kind of stuff like this. Let's do it.
Cheese, cheddar, cheese, parmesan, cheese, cheese.
Good job, man.
Yep.
Good job, man. He's so cute.
Cheese.
여기 씹고 뜯고 맛보다 여기 하자.
네, 알겠습니다.
여기가 훨씬 너가 더 잘 살리는 것 같아서.
뱉어버려라, 마.
씹고 뜯고 맛, 뱉어 맛.
씹고 뜯고 맛보고 즐기. 오케이, let's get it.
오케이, 그리고.
Okay, let's get it.
좋아.
야, 아주 그냥 예니 잘 받았네.
아, 또 이 많이 크네요.
자, 하나, 둘, 셋.
좋다.
He does that so cute. Why are you so cute?
잘 받았네.
아, 또 이 많이 크네요.
자, 하나, 둘, 셋.
좋다.
아, 좋다. 왜 이렇게 구수하니, 얘가?
He sounds super different.
너 몇 살이야?
검직, 중직.
I think I'm a bit obsessed with Lena.
중지약지 새끼 접어원. 씹고 뜯고 맛. 접어원.
완전 그거.
머리가 아픈 거 웃겨. 에이그 감성이 웃겨.
이게 웃는 게 정확히 웃으면 안 된다. 웃어야 돼.
아, 빨리 주세요.
웃겨.
Literally, the
cheese
duality
괜찮아?
in 1 second.
치즈.
거기서 들었을 때 어때?
치즈.
약간 짧은 것 같기도
아,
하고.
그래? 다시 할게요.
치즈 자만큼 찔게.
웃겨. 치즈. 씹고 뜯고 맛보다 즐길 거면서 What's the matter? 정색 말고 인상 좀 피자 like 반죽.
Total king.
정색 말고 인상형 피자 라이크 반죽은 전 톤이 더 낫거든? 일단
오케이.
들어봐. 씹고 뜯고 너무 잘 들어가서 그 뒤에 받으면 될 것 같아.
오케이.
맛보다 약간 이러잖아. 맛보다 즐길 좀 더 찍어줘야 돼.
씹고 뜯고 맛보다 즐길 거면서 what's the matter 정색 말고
너무 잘했어. 들어볼게요.
좋은 거 같은데?
Just the fact that it's just like literally them sitting there, giving the feedback, producing everything, putting the arrangements together. Like, I am just so impressed with these guys every time.
일단
Also, you can hear my belly rumbling. I'm hungry. Sorry.
근데 최대한보다 솔직히
나왔어.
잘했어.
아 예스. 감사합니다.
준비 끝.
고생.
Something good. Oh yes. Was that it? I'm just gonna let it play.
Streaming.
Just to make sure I
and
don't miss
fast
anything.
downloads
Like
on your
honestly, like
5G
I don't know any
devices.
other groups. I know there's a lot of groups that have
Join the
part of
5G
production and
network
stuff,
with
and
more
the
coverage
lyrics,
than
of course,
any
but
other.
I haven't seen that much involvement from groups before. I don't know. Is it maybe I just haven't watched enough behind the scenes stuff? But like, holy crap! 3 Racha, man. They're just amazing. All right. I've already over an hour, but I kind of want to keep going because I have one more video. It's 20 minutes long though, but hey, stick around if you want. It's 3 men in colorful pants. I said in my last video, like, give me something funny to watch, and like so many people recommended this. So we're going to jump into this. Sorry, this is going to be a long reaction, but whatever. I'm not over it. I still want to go. So as long as you guys are happy, I'm happy. Wait, sorry. I have my music muted. Let's just to get back. Go back. Can you just go? Whatever, I'm not going back. I'm sure I will.
오늘 몇 회죠? 오늘이 벌써 100회가 되었다고 하네요. 벌써 이제 그 EP 이제 2 숫자가 아니고 이제 3 숫자가 되어버렸어요. 우와! 오늘 사실 이제 게스트들을 이제 준비해왔고 즐거운 시간을 보내려고 해서 또 오늘
사실 여기서 끊고 갈게요. 저 이거 케이크 잠시만 옆에도 두고.
네네네.
다시 들어올게요.
네, 알겠습니다.
잠시만요.
이야. 자, 액션!
오케이.
네. 그래서 저희가 오늘
I love how he goes 오늘 like just the is so Aussie but then the 오늘 is so Korean.
와, 형 100kg라면서요. 축하해요.
축하해요.
연기 어색했나? 다시 한번 해볼게요.
자, 픽시.
Take 2.
네, 다시 가볼게요.
이거 촌눈 떨어져요.
잠시만요, 여러분.
Oh my god.
준비됐어?
Are you ready? Chan's laugh is so good.
없던 일이었던 것처럼.
어떤
네, 없던 일이었던 것처럼.
You didn't see anything.
이제 아무것도 없어. 자, 천천히 가볼게요. 네, 그래서 제가 오늘 게스트들을 초대하게 되었는데요. 언제 올지 사실 잘 모르겠는데 언젠가 들어올 거라고 제가 곧 올 시간이 다 된 것 같아요. 네, 그래서 이 방금 쿵쿵쿵 소리가
100회 축하합니다. 100회 축하합니다.
candle went out.
사랑하는 찬이요.
와,
100회 축하합니다.
와, 이게 뭐예요?
이게 케이크예요. 오케이.
네.
오케이.
네.
하나,
감사합니다.
둘, 셋. 오, 예. 100회
또 왔어.
100회 축하합니다. 잠깐만 이거. 오다
This
줄었어.
is cute.
감사합니다.
오다가 형 닮은 꽃이 있길래 한번 주워왔어요.
맞네.
아무튼
네.
저희 맞춰 입었어요.
맞아요. 오늘 이렇게 저희가 100회 특집이라서 저희 스리라차가 이렇게 찾아오면
오케이. 자, 그러면
좋을 것
오랜만에
같아서.
저희 단체 인사 한번 해볼까요? 하나.
원인집이야.
하나!
오케이.
하나 왜 그러냐?
1, 2, 3, 라차게 스파이라이트. 오늘 한번 우리 룩을 한번.
뭐 일단 먼저 앉고 얘기를 해볼까요?
그럼 지금 이대로 앉으면요? 일단 일단 먼저 앉으세요. 제가 편하게.
What's even funny? They can't even be seen.
그래 지금 실시간으로 지금 100만
Put the
분들이
camera
보고
down.
있는데.
아이고 100만 분이나 보고 계시네요.
그럼 100만 분들한테 뭐래 나.
그러면 안 부끄러워.
여러분 100회는 이제 다음 주에 다시
Oh, that's so good.
예쁘게 입고
예쁘게 입고.
아니야 이게 패션이잖아.
They look
우리가
good.
잘 준비해 왔잖아.
오케이 그럼 한번 보여줍시다.
그래 보여줘야지. 이 모든 아이디어가 다 우리 창빈이 아이디어였어가지고. 내 아이디어 아니야. 창빈이 아이디어였어가지고. 잠시만 기다려주세요. 제가 이거 각도만 조절해주고. 짜자잔.
여러분 자신감. 저는 자신감 있게.
Oh my god. Party down the bottom. Business up top, party down bottom.
예, 좋아요.
How do they even have those
아무튼
pants?
저희가 이제 100회 득집의 만큼 얼굴을 못 들겠어.
야 우리 청자켓
예.
검은 티셔츠
자 그럼 바로바로 진행할게요. 그랬어요? 네. 좀 약간 티 안 나게 요새 뭐 듣고 있냐?
You
뭐
good?
듣고 싶냐? 아니면 약간 추천해줄
Okay.
만한 노래가 있냐? 이렇게 해서
What's
제가 또
happening?
받아왔죠.
세심한 남자.
어디 간지러워?
어디 봐봐. 눈 간지러운데 이렇게 하면 안 돼.
눈 어디 간지러워? 이렇게. 왜요?
그러면
They're meowing.
그래서 뭐 한다고요? 그러면 청자켓 한번 벗을까요? 어차피 다 검은색인데 안에?
아 그래? 아니 근데 자켓이 성인 포인트 아니었어?
저 이게 근데 이미 저 신발 포인트 이거 이해니 거. 저는 깔맞춤 핑크. 이해니 거 깔맞춤 핑크.
하드디스크에 한 0.1
숙소 있던데 두거
응?
두건 거 아니에요?
하드디스크?
네.
하드디스크 숙소에도 있고 여기도 있기는 해. 왜?
됐어요.
장난을 못 받아. 뭐라 하려니? 어떻게 받아들였어? 무슨 장난?
그래? 그쪽에 있었어? 그럼 내가 갖고 온 거 뭐야? 이렇게만 생겼어야죠.
그럼 나 그냥 가면 되는 거였어?
그렇죠. 형 가면 이제 우리가 이제 찬방 말고 창방으로 해가지고.
그럼 다시 해볼게.
아니 됐어요. 넘어가요.
넘어가?
이미 김 샜어.
김 먹고 싶어.
김 먹자. 근데 김 먹자.
김부가 맛있는.
김부가?
사과를 사각.
오 잠깐만. 집가?
김부각도 바삭바삭해. 받아줘!
알았어요. 아하 이 배꼽.
네, 저희가 또 이렇게.
미안하다. 그거 무서웠는데. 미안. 미안해.
오케이 진행해볼까 이제 진짜?
초대하지 말 걸 그랬어요.
진행을 해봅시다.
뭘 초대해? 형 저희가 축하해주고 싶어서 이렇게 와가지고 꽃도 들고 오고, 이거 케이크도 들고 오고.
알았어, 내가 괜한 말을 했다.
진짜 서운해요.
진짜 서운해요.
내가 괜한 말을 했구만.
Shouldn't have said it.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you? I'm fine, thank you.
I'm fine, thank you.
And you?
And you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm fine, thank you. And you? I'm fine.
여기서 또 창빈이의 그 라이브감을 또 들을 수 있죠.
네.
I love Chan's face.
나 지금 반응 보고 있어. 그거 일부러 라이브 채널라고 그런 거예요.
아 그래?
네. 여러분들 보시면 알겠지만 조금
He ain't got no time for
박자 좀
haters.
빠르게 느껴질 거라고 생각을 해요. 근데 그게 제가 리허설 때 해보니까
많이 빠르던데?
너무 똑같이 했거든요.
근데
이게 음원인가 싶을 정도로 똑같이 했는데 이러면 우리 스테이가 스트레이키즈 라이브 안 하네라고
그치.
혹시나 오해를 하실까봐
오케이.
내가 그걸 딱 마음 먹었지.
Decided to be out of time.
라이브감을 티를 내자. 그래서 박자 일부러 빠르게
약간 변수를 주자. 오케이 하지.
일부러 가면 그거
그치.
We believe you.
그런 식으로 얘기를 해요.
아,
내가 일부러 내가 설마 내가 거기서 내가 긴장해가지고 설마 내가 긴장해서 그렇게 빠르게 했을까봐?
내가 실수.
내가?
아니 내가
내가
진짜
그 맞대.
Oh my god.
형 말이 맞대. 내 말 맞아?
그래.
무슨 뜻이?
아 나는 진짜 어이가 없는 거야. 그니까 그거 아니고 그러니까 나는 나 설마 실수했을까봐 내가.
아 그럼 영상 보지 말까요?
형 맞대.
아니 안 본다면 내가 뻔뻔하게 그냥 할게요. 봐요.
맞대.
너 맞아요. 알았어. 알았다.
아, 내 말 맞아.
아 그럼 보지 말까요?
봐요. 봐. 목도 벗어도 못 깔아보라 결국에는 사람 어떻게든 살아남아 나는 나랑 그때 깔아봤지 너 세게 밟아 답은 하나 모두 까고보면 돼. 와 너무 잘하네 이 친구.
Oh my god.
그래서 어쨌든 이게 추천곡들 받아왔는데
네.
누가 추천했는지 제가
비밀이에요?
네 비밀이에요.
제가 알려드릴게요. 형이 비밀이라고 하니까.
알아?
몰라?
모르잖아.
몰라고 다 들으면 누가 추천인지 다 알죠.
와.
제가 우리 멤버들 그거 모를까봐? 내가? 에이
내가?
그거 모르죠. 어떻게 알아 그거?
God, he's so funny.
필릭스 생일 언제?
뭐? 아 진짜. 그거 가지고 그럴래? 9월 15일. 오 승민이. 20일. 9월 20일.
오 리노.
니노요? 10월.
Sure. And
10월. 잠깐만요. 10월 20일? 23일? 10월 23일. 23일.
얘는 있다?
10월 25일.
큰일 났다. 아유.
아유.
너 이제 지금 이거 리노 이거 듣고 있어?
10월 22일.
He's so sure.
25일. 내가 25일 했잖아. 아까. 내가 25일 했잖아.
다음 곡은
Oh my god, Changmin's killing me.
아
다음 곡이 뭔가요? 소고기.
오 토끼야. 불렀어?
형 돼지 토끼.
차이가 있어 장면.
그러니까 성이 돼지고 이름이 토끼야. 나는.
성이
돼지가
돼지가
먼저네?
성이 돼지면
그렇게 된다.
그치. 왜냐면 이름은 바꿀 수 있는데 성은 못 바꾸잖아.
그렇죠. 형 그럼 돼지가 좋아? 바다코끼리가 좋아?
너 만약에 바다 코끼리가 좋으면 돼지 바다 코끼리가 돼.
아니 그건 그냥 똥이야. 그것도 줄이면 돼지가 되긴 하네. 돼지 바다 코끼리. 그러면은
He's now a fat wars.
다음 노래 갈게요.
예.
다음 노래는 또 스페셜한 추천을 받았어요.
다음 노래 다음 노래 듣자.
Ow. Shin bash.
준비됐나요? 자 그럼 다음 추천곡 바로 한번 가보겠습니다.
Han's face.
고!
아 이거예요?
오늘은 뭐 먹지? 늦게 먹으면 이엔이가 또 뭐라 할 텐데. 점심을 빨리 맛있는 거 먹어야겠다.
일단 여기까지 저희가 작업을 하게 되었는데
네.
사실 이제 뒷부분이 남아있거든요.
네.
제 차례인가요? 아 제 차례예요?
그럼 너가 하셔야죠.
지금요?
혹시 한시가 괜찮다면
네.
오늘 100회 특집인데
네.
특별한 특집인데 한시의 벌스라도 혹시 어느 정도 작업하는 모습을 한번 보여드리고 가는 게 어떨까?
나 그러면
네.
댓글에서 가사를 몇 개 추천받아서 그걸 넣어서 만들어 봅시다.
좋아요, 좋아요.
돼지 코끼리건 토끼건 너 언제나 될게. 아 이것도 넣어야겠다. 지금 돼지 아 좋았어. 돼지 코끼리건 뭐였냐? 돼지 코끼리건 토끼건
Changmin's like, what the fuck?
넌 언제나 뭐였지? 아 대끼야네. 너 언제나 돼지하라고 하지 않았어? 너 언제나 대끼야. 오케이 대끼야. 그냥
Someone save Changbin.
해보고
아, 그래?
나머지 프리스타일로 해봅시다.
좋아요. 자 그럼 바로 한번 해볼게요. 자 잠깐만. 혹시 강도는 어느 정도일 것 같아?
모르겠어요. 그냥 대충
오케이.
중간 정도?
좋습니다. 자 한번 해볼게요.
돼지 코끼리건
형이 토끼건 넌 언제나 돼지야 아니면 돼지인가 아나 형은 전보다 살이 많이 빠졌어
That's beautiful, actually.
많이 빠졌어
Vibrato.
조심을 잃었어 yeah.
오케이 그다음 프리스타일로 간다.
다시 해볼래? 아니면 바로 괜춘?
그 뒤는 프리스타일로 갑시다.
오케이 그럼 다음 부분 넘어가 볼게요.
오케이.
yeah.
Here.
yeah. 형은 살이 너무 빠졌어 전보다 초심을 너무나 잃었어 왜 매일 저녁 야식 시켜 먹던 습관 어디로 가고 운동을 하고 있어 너무 마음이 아파 야위 여가는 형의 턱살을 볼 때마다 동생은 마음이 너무 아파서 비타민C라도 챙겨주고 싶을 마음이거든 형은 나의 정말 너무나도 위대한 형
여기까지 합시다.
위대한 오케이.
위대한 형 솔직히 거짓말이
How do
없으니까
people freestyle?
위대한 형까지는 거짓말이었으니까 위대한 형만 자릅시다.
오케이.
슬픈데?
자, 잠깐.
형은 나의 돼지 아니면 그냥 돼지 아니야 솔직히 어울려 바다 코끼리 너무 귀여워 미쳤냐?
재밌어. 계속해. 멈추지 마.
나 잠시만 고기를 너무 많이 삼켜서 배 아파
Changmin is just getting roasted.
왜 스테이가 너무 좋아하는 거 아니야?
Yes. They will love it.
스테이만 좋으면 됐어.
그렇긴 해.
스테이만 좋으면 됐어 내가 바다 코끼리가 돼도
형 바다 코끼리 좋다.
돼지가 돼지 코끼리고 돼지 바다 코끼리가 돼도
형 나 바다 코끼리 좋아하는데. 바다 코끼리 좋아.
야 바다코끼리 멋있어.
They are.
야 바다코끼리 멋있단 말이야.
바다로 가는
To go to the sea. Oh god.
바다 코끼리 너무 웃겨
돼지 아니면 그냥 돼지 아니야 솔직히 어울려 바다 코끼리 너무 귀여워
Oh, far out.
우리 해먹어 야, 형 바다 코끼리
Morris is now trending on Twitter.
거기부터 아니면까지 이거 쓰고
코끼리.
오케이.
아니야 솔직히 어울려 바다 코끼리
오케이.
What
내가
is this song?
사랑하는 형 서창빈 영어로 이름은 SBR
다시 해보자.
형 도대체 왜 입었어 왜 입었어 바지는 입어야지 빨간 바지
나 진짜 바다 코끼리인 줄 알지 않나?
바지는 입어야지 임마 사람 취급은 해 임마
미안해. 나 진짜 들어 못할 것 같아. 나 정리하고. 왜 입었어? 바지가 나올 줄 몰랐다.
여기서 끝내 여기서 끝
뭐라고요?
Someone needs to save Chongbin.
실트라고요?
아 진짜로? 진짜로?
진짜로?
바다 코끼리.
Oh my god.
나 진짜 왜 이래요?
야 바다코끼리 얘기 누가 꺼냈어 오늘?
I'm dying.
야 한이 지금
He loves
흥분해가지고
it.
지금 가사 다 나온다. 지금 계속 나온다.
재밌냐? 임마.
It is fun.
형의 목소리는 마치 무야호 언제나 귀 속에 조용히 내게로 속삭여 물론 난 사랑하거든 우리 형의 모든 걸 그러니까 하고픈 것들 다 하면서 살아 무야호
아 좋아요.
Please, what is this song? Changmin became a walrus in front of 4 million people.
바다 코끼리 실트 4위래요.
와 진짜로? 와우. 바다코끼리가 엘리펀트 시얼 아니야? 맞지?
제가
아닌가?
웬만해서는 실트라고 하면 정말 감사드리는데요.
바다코끼리가
별로 감사하진 않아요.
코끼리 4위.
딱히 감사드리지 않아요.
코끼리.
코끼리 진짜.
아 워럴스구나.
아
이건 워럴스네. 엘리펀트 말고.
형 멋있잖아. 왜
귀엽게 생겼냐?
What does it look like?
아니. 야 귀엽다. 귀엽네.
He's having a midlife crisis.
야 나 스키즈로 데끼 그것도 나왔어.
champion.
아니야.
I can't with Han and Chan. Oh, I feel you, Han.
야 바람이 너무 귀엽다. 야 너무 귀엽다.
Han is dying.
야 너무 귀여워. 아나 오늘 포켓몬 안 했는데.
Same. Oh.
꺼 빨리. 꺼! 야이 아저씨. 꺼! 야 너무 귀엽지 않아? 야 너무 귀엽잖아. 너무 귀엽잖아. 너무 귀엽잖아.
I'm dying because like these two can not for the life of them stop laughing, and Changbin is like hating it but loving it but hating it but loving it, and these two just are just killing me.
오케이. 이제 진행하자. 나 진짜
And they're at that point where like right now everyone's been at this point where you're like, okay, calm down. And then like someone will just go and then everyone will just crack up again.
아니야, 창민 데끼야. 언제나 데끼. 아니야, 우리 언제 데끼야. 바닥고기. 자거나 손을 잡아줘. 왜?
왜?
나 안 잡아줘. 왜 나 안 잡아줘? 나 이거 참 우울해. 아 좋습니다. 아무튼 네, 백현 선배님의 다음 추천 노래. 이 노래 알죠?
Oh my god.
자, 참이 이 노래 알잖아요. 참이 이 노래 알잖아요.
뭐야?
참이 이 노래 알잖아요, 이 노래.
What's with that voice?
참이 이 노래 알잖아요. 참이 이 노래 알잖아요, 이 노래.
화면으로 봐, 그거는.
그렇네. 이 노래 알죠.
이건 진짜 띵.
I need to listen to this song.
영국이야 진짜.
이건 독보적이죠.
네, 스트레이키즈의 어떤 노래죠?
토끼와 바닥고기. 토끼와 바닥고기. 이제 슬슬 즐기고 있지. 재밌네.
Now we've had the fun.
점점 붙여볼까 생각 중이에요. 여태 거북이가 바다코끼리보다 좀 빠를 것 같기도 하고.
그러니까 바다거북이요? 아니면 그냥 육지거북이?
야, 바다거북이는 엄청 빠르지.
바다거북이는 수영이 빠르지.
엄청 빠르지. 근데 바다거북이
He loves it. Changbin is so cute.
그래요? 날씨가 좀 잘한다.
그거 아직 안 됐네.
중요한 걸 안 했어요. 그걸 깜빡했네.
Why does Chan look so small in between next to Changbin?
이걸
Like Changbin looks huge right here.
깜빡했어요. 네, 깜빡. 신호등이 깜빡. 와 진짜 바다국기 쇼 생기지 않았다. 아 말이 끝까지 들어야지. 생기지 않았다고 했어요. 생기지 않았다고 했어요 제가.
Oh, this is so cute.
허그 한번 해볼까요? 우리 스테이와 함께 그룹 허그 한번 해볼까요? 진짜 우리 바지 어떡하냐. 바지 한 번만 더 보여주자.
What a look though.
좋습니다. 지금 저희 진짜 마지막으로 스테이에게 인사를 한번 해봅시다. 자 그럼 그룹 허그. 오케이 빅 허그 예. 창빈이.
If only.
자 하니. 찬이.
Oh my goodness.
빠염.
안녕. Oh my freaking god. This was an 1.5 hour long reaction video, and that was the best way to end it because my stomach literally is hurting from laughing. Thank you guys for recommending that. I was saying to someone yesterday that like I don't really know, I think I was saying it on a video, like I don't really know these guys' personalities like that well yet. But like I would never have picked Changbin to be so cute and adorable, but like he's just like a big teddy bear. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you stuck through my entire reaction, I really appreciate you. Please comment down below any ideas for how I should be reacting to songs to get prepared for ODDINARY comeback. I'm so excited and yeah, I can't wait. So, whoa, where did I go? Where have I gone? There I am. So yeah, so let me know anything down below and I will see you guys in my next reaction. Bye. Love you guys.